Okay, hold on. I need to just agree that Rocket has had the best intro to this stream of just hell yeah, platformers. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you guys. Consider my neurons ascended. I'm not. I think they might need to descend because it's going to be an odd one. So let me. I will stress out the gate as well. This is another one that insists on running on the system volume, so I'm sorry in advance for that. Right, hang on. Okay, so...
Damn right.
Cheers, Ed.
Cheers, Ed.
Cheers, Sir Jamie the Resilient, and cheers the other TTS that has decided to invite itself. This is Croc, which is frankly just kind of an anomaly. Shat on repeatedly when it released for being so derivative of Mario 64. Except I didn't know that. This is my Mario 64. And it turns out it also might be Mario 64 in a sense. One day we'll try and explain that. But for now, let's just show the intro. It's a 90s 3D platformer. It don't got much plot. No one is here for the plot, but these things are damn cute. Yes, that's... I mean, puberty comes for us all, Croc. It's okay. And then this and then smash cut to this bloody intro music. Right. So I will say, Ed, why the hell are you playing an Ickle Baby 3D platformer for kiddies? Again, this was my Ickle Baby platformer for kiddies. Thank you very much. Like, well, where everybody normally does a like, oh, let's go to nostalgic stream where I go back and play my first platformer, and it's always Mario. This one's mine because it's weird. But on top of that, I've been having a hell of a lot of emotion trouble recently. I just don't seem to like feel very much. I'm far more empty than usual. So I'm going on a bit of a quest. I'm going on a vision quest, and I'm going to stop trying to force it quite so much of, oh yeah, well, cool, fuck. Just try and put all that in the bin for a bit. And let's just go back to something that was a very innocent time. I think I was like 4. Let's just mess around with a really, really old nostalgic piece. And also allows me to tell a stupid little story. You see this level? For like the longest time, this was the most that I saw of this game I owned called Croc. Talion.
We making mad dollar, bro.
Lord Cupson, thank you very much for the least number of sandwiches, the 1337 of sandwiches. Who awakens me this Saturday? Oh, morning, Ed. It's a weird one. But yes, for the longest time, this was the most that I saw of Croc. And the reason being is because, as I said, I was around 3 or 4 at the time. And this just terrified the shit out of me. The idea of balancing on a small log and crossing lava was just far too much. I couldn't possibly. I would cry anytime I went near this log because I was so scared that I would fall in the lava. And then it took a very long time. And I say a very long time, probably like a month or two. When you're a kid, time changes, doesn't it? And then eventually I crossed the bridge and I discovered that there was actually an entire game out there. It wasn't just this one small clearing. Wild. I know. Absolutely wild. But yeah, it's a weird one. A 3D platformer with tank controls, because this is how you turn. No strafing, no nothing. Just it's... I would say I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but I know exactly who thought this was a good idea, which is Argonaut, the developers of the game. It was... All you need to remember is this is the sort of Wild West of old game dev, where people didn't quite know the codified means by which we should probably go about things. I have a similar story, Rocket's Head says. In my case, though, I was scared shitless of fighting any boss in the Crash games. Like, straight up run out of the room scared. Oh. But, yeah, it's just a nice little, very simple thing. You go around, you gather gems, which are definitely not Sonic rings. Occasionally, you can unlock little extra areas down a pipe, of all things. I know, really. But the main thing we're here for is collecting colored gems, which help us open a door towards the end of the level, and we can get an extra little lad to rescue. I do not quite know why the gem pickup sound effect is so deafening, but why not? But the main quest of the game is to rescue all these little adorable gobbos. I don't know what the fuck a gobbo is. It seems to be just like a little puffball on legs. But this is the early 90s. They just needed to be cute. Have I got everything from here? I believe so. Okay. Time to take my first steps. Oh my god, there's a whole game out here, you guys. It wasn't just one room. Holy hell. Also, no. Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters is a classic. Do not knock that, Zega. Ow, balls. Okay, and I remember not to try and tangle with you. Let's just hop, skip it up, hop there. Have I missed a gobbo? I feel like I've missed a gobbo somewhere. I think there's meant to be like 6 in each level, and I've only got 4. Unless maybe there's... Whoa! Okay, maybe not. Is there one hiding down here? No? Nope. This is what I mean about the controls being a bit weird. You wanna try and jump at an angle? You're fucked, basically. Are the gobbos the fuzzy little things or the enemies? The gobbos are the fuzzy little things. The Okay, I should drop some knowledge. Pardon me, from the game's manual. Since this is the days when you would find all the lore in the game's manual. The giant green Skeletor-looking fucker who stole all the gobos is called Baron Dante, not to be confused with DMC. And he stole the gobos with the aid of his Dantinis. Because I guess the naming department were just on lunch that day. Ed, you do know that gobbo is slang for goblin, right? Depends, because was it back then? Is the question. As the internet loves, especially the internet, but also just humans in general, love to just annoy the tits off me by taking words that already had a thing and changing the meaning, or taking a word that already exists, changing like one letter and claiming they've created a whole new word. Like, doggo. Like, guys, what was wrong with dog? Or doggy? Like... What? Like, sometimes we didn't need to keep adding new ones. But yes, we are Croc, a little crocodile, I think. Maybe? Probably, I think. I'm looking at him now and I'm not quite certain. He might be a T-Rex. Who was adopted by the Gobos after being found floating down a river. And he has an adorable, cute little backpack, which genuinely was helpful in the old days of bridging the divide for sales. Because when he was tested in focus groups, loads and loads and loads of people thought he was cute. And then for some reason, the legend goes that the female demographics especially really thought he was really cute and thought that his little backpack was adorable because they used to have a little backpack like that when they were little kids. Which I just think is fucking cute. Especially for a time when games were for boys. Just the idea that, yeah, you've got this kind of neutrality icon accidentally. But yes, once you have 5 colored gems, you can get through to here, and you can get an extra gobbo. I seem to have 5 gobbos now, and I don't remember picking up the 5th one. When did that happen? Grab a key, thank you. Down the worm tube was number 5. Oh, okay, I must have completely missed him then. Yeah. And you sort of squeak your way around the island in this little pseudo overworld in order to pick levels. Which is kind of weird to me because when the hell was Crash? Which I know is where I've seen that most recently. That sort of like awkward your way around the outside of the level. So Crash was 96. Okay. This I'm gonna probably need to start addressing this weird ass timeline that involves Croc. Because okay, yeah. So for example, that sort of point is where, yes, him going around the outside would have then been declared derivative. Because it's Croc is 97, this is Crash was 96. So let's just skirt over the first bit. The Croc is weird. Croc is made by a bunch of lads called Argonauts. And I had to do some digging into this because I remembered there being something weird about the Croc storyline, but I wasn't quite sure what. And then I just sort of fell in a rabbit hole while looking into this weird-ass nostalgic game that only I seemed to remember. And it starts getting strange. So, long story short, Argonaut starts as like 12 dudes in a UK student house who managed to get hold of, at that time, Nintendo hardware that hadn't been released in the UK, hack it open and start making their own games for it. And I'll continue this story after Zega's 10 gifted subs out of nowhere. Zega, thank you sincerely for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs. I've apparently overloaded the encoder by alt-tabbing. Oh no. Tier 1 sub to Tropical Weed, Noctrine07, Minis Murphys, Sky Zanon, Caliban Rimbo, Captain Manslaughter, Penguin Gaming Guy 18, Run It On, Nightmare Phoenix 1983, and Poe 129. Somehow, Poe returned. So, 12 UK guys in a student house somehow managed to get hold of, at the time, unreleased in the UK, Nintendo hardware and started hacking it open, making their own games for it. They demoed this at a Games Expo. Some Nintendo employees are trolling on through and get really fucking confused. Understandably so. On a bit more, chatting with them. This is before big money had kind of properly infected the industries. So this was the time when if someone was doing something cool with your kit, you wouldn't hurt them, you would hire them. Which is what Nintendo goes on to do. It says, hey, well, do you want to take your little company Argonaut and start working closely with us? We'll, help move some of your folks out to Japan, that kind of stuff. Because we're working on some tech that we think you would appreciate. This goes on to create Star Fox in a long and roundabout series of events. Then they're working on Star Fox 2. They're working on a chip, I think it was something along those lines. And they're working on a virtual reality console for Nintendo. Yeah, not that one. Not the one you're thinking of. A different one. Because we're about to get to that. One of Argonaut's lot, one of the ones that's living in Japan, I believe, makes a animation test about Yoshi. Using a bunch of the 3D tech that they've been working on. Bearing in mind, it was still at the time classic for games to be 2D, and this was really starting to make the push into 3D. So one of them makes a little animation test of Yoshi, running around a sort of a little 3D world, going on adventures, that kind of business. The rest of the Argonaut staff think this is really, really damn cool. Hey, let's take this to Nintendo and show it off. Maybe they'd be interested in taking it as a pitch, as a concept for an idea in a future game. This happens. They are met with a wall of silence. And then after about 24 hours, everything is flipped upside down. So, firstly, the chip is canned. The virtual reality console that they're, working on hand in hand with is canned. The staff of Argonaut that are living in Japan are hired out by Nintendo from Argonaut, so no longer working for Argo, just working for Nintendo. Basically, they just stop answering the phone, and one thing after another. And after the 2020 big info dump of old game dev documents, somebody was trolling around, and this was why Croc had pinged back on my radar recently. Someone was trolling around and found that around about that time, after that demo, is rather interestingly when Mario64 started development. The concept of running around in a 3D Mario world. And unfortunately, now with about seemingly half their team left, Argonaut still took it and went, okay, well, why don't we make that Yoshi game we were joking around with? So they went and found anybody who'd give them money, in this case Fox, and started work on Croc. But they were behind by now. They'd basically been knocked from... they'd been blue-shelled. They'd been blue-shelled from first place down to 12th. And so this ends up coming out later than pretty much all of its kin. But arguably might have had some DNA in those same kin. It's just kind of weird. And things like moving around the outside level, obviously, it's not necessarily taken from Crash, and it's not necessarily not taken from Crash. But I do find it interesting that Argonaut then keep popping up as places that come up with things that just tend to become standard. You can thank Argonaut, for example, for the existence of Ninja Theory, the company. You can thank Argonaut for modern FPS controls, like the whole moving around on left stick and aiming with the right stick. Turns out game dev couldn't do that. They couldn't figure that out. They were really stumped with it. What, do we use the right stick for up and down, the left stick for left and right? What do we do?
19 months
Weird. Oh, good lord, Groll. Ah. Thank you for the 19 months, but you've shattered the TTS. Yeah, Argonaut are just a whole wild and weird ass time. Although that said, I will 100% say that I think the tank controls were a choice. Although I'm not sure I can blame them entirely for that choice. Since this was, I want to say PS1, it ended up actually releasing onto. And before getting analog sticks for it, so they were kind of an afterthought. Mostly it was designed with a D-pad in mind. I'm not sure if that excuses it. Oh god. Okay, camera's a bit strange. But it certainly is a time. Can I? Nope, nope, okay. There you go, little guy. Okay, I've given myself an idea now. Can I go back and break my childhood by, like, surfing around the outside of the level? Oh, no, damn it. No. Oh, well. Woodgrin, it is fitting with the name Argonaut. Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. True. But you can see that they didn't seem to change too much of the DNA. If they were originally demoing out, like, oh hey, we want a Yoshi game, and then you end up with Croc here. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Oh wait. Ah, damn it. Thank you. Huh. Hold on. I regret to inform you I've been stumped by the Ickle Babby game for babbies. I've only got 2 out of 5 gems. Hold on. I seem to be missing part of the level. What the... Okay, so I came down here by jumping down that well. I remember that much. There's a balloon over there that I have no chance of reaching. Where the hell... Oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm starting this level again. I think I somehow have managed to get myself stuck. Now we're going back. We're going... I refuse. No. Also... Sorry, no. I only just looked at the level name. Also, Lixie Fox, thank you very much for the TB laughing. Underground, overground... I forget, yep. And so the adventure begins, that's fine. And then I remember that it's a bunch of, like, UK guys, and this is called Underground Overground, which is, it's a goddamn Wombles reference, isn't it? That's, right. Yep, yeah, there you go, Zaga. Wombling free, indeed. I will throw out there for any Brits or Anglophiles of the audience, There is a boss in this called Ballistic Meg, which I'm almost certain is a nod to Mystic Meg. And possibly one of the only video game nods to Mystic fucking Meg. It's... Ow. It's out of me. It's out of me. I will 100% say, though, I think the game does one massive dick move, which is it hides the colored gems you need as ordinary gems. I was just lurking for Croc. Love the story for the dev stuff. Yeah, like a lot of game dev and whatnot surrounding it turns into these weird sagas. Especially around the early days. And that kind of storyline always ends up fascinating me, just how these things come to be. I love the little noises he makes, though. The little yazzos and whatnot. It's just cute. Ah, there you are, you hiding bastard. Okay. Does this door... Okay. I'm going to investigate what's through the door first. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. Now, what about the... Can I duck down here when you disappear? Jelly? Why is... Okay. Sure, pal. I mean, I've got 3 gems. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna squeak on out of here. Very odd. Okay. Annoyingly, 'tis the old days, so we need to, real quick just hoover up the stuff that we already had before last time. I'll try and make this quick. It's out there, Croc. Come on. Alright, hoover you up. Thank you. I would make a joke here that, actually secretly Croc inspired the enemy's respawning mechanic when you rest from Dark Souls, but no. I don't think even they can take credit for that one. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now pop her open. What am I looking at here? A lot of jelly, that's for sure. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna need to turn, game. Controls. The controls that I was so fine with as a kid, they are starting to solidify into trouble. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna crash through all these. Whoppa! Oh. We could be here a while, folks. There we go. Nice. Also, small deviation, just for fun. You can actually hold stomp to break all of them at once. Oh, fair enough. God. Like, fucking decades later, I'm learning secret Croc text. Nice, thank you. Thank you very much, Elixir. Real quick, though, let me just throw on a piece of music for you. So, this is the Croc theme. And then... What was that? And it only pops up because... What was that one that came out recently? It was like trying to celebrate... hang on a minute. I think it's this one? No, not you. I'll go looking for it later, but what just got to me was that the fact that there was a I bumped into a piece of Mario music the other day while I was trying to actually find a download for this, since sadly this game is abandonware now. But I bumped into a piece of Mario music which genuinely just deviates suddenly into like, you bastards! You stole Croc's music decades later! Because you knew no one would care. I am a little concerned about how much lava this kid was raised around. I will throw that out there. Encoding is overloaded. Use a better encoding preset. OBS, you are not telling me that a 2024 computer is struggling to encode Croc. No. I know you complain about the slightest little thing, computer, but no, that is too much. Gem individually by itself with a dedicated platform to get over to it. I wonder if that's a sneaky gem. By any chance? Ah, of course it is. Go on, little guy. There you are. Oh. Really? Computer, you are connected. It's Croc. You can't possibly be struggling with Croc. Come on, computer. Also, wow, that rat's teeth. What? Okay, yeah, no. Those are some noshers. Okay. Cupson, that's a rat? I don't know. I think it is. Maybe. I mean, it's got the like stripy tail design, so maybe it's a rat. I'm not certain. Looks more like a potato than a rat. Well, I think it's more likely to be, like, strange eldritch rats than it is to be strange eldritch potatoes. I would fear the villain that comes at me and the heroes with strange eldritchly altered potatoes. What's the smallest gap Ed can possibly fall down? Yeah, this one. There we are. Okay. Knew you were going to sneak up. It's easier to control him in reverse. There we go. There we go. He's not harnessing his insane speeds. And make sure to break all these, because you can never tell. Okay, no hidden gems hiding in those ones. Gotcha. Alright, so what's through here then? Alright. More level. Lovely. In fact, the end of the level. Gotcha. You. Right, so we're going to need to go... I'm going to presume that the key for you is hiding in that well that I chose to miss at the start. Give us a second. We also seem to be still missing a chunk of them. So I'm guessing there's more of them down here than I thought. Oh no. Oh no. This is... You? No, you... That's a heart. That doesn't help. Okay. Have I just killed them? Yes. Okay. I love how everyone's saying right, like a minute or so, a full minute or so after it's already been broken. Like, real helpful, guys. Thank you. Do you know what? I think it might be on the right. Oh, you're fucked. Sorry about that. Actually, wait, no, is this one fucked? Where was the key for you? Hang on a minute. Hold on. Where was the damn key? We said it when it happened. Yes, for you. Okay, I'm just well confused now. Where... I have managed to misplace the key entirely. Mint says, I thought you collected it already. So did I, but then... Check through the special door. The special door will be the bonus level, and on the other side, the bonus level, as far as I can tell, is only the exit goal. Definitely not in here. There was a key in here, but it opened that door up there. What? Maybe there's a... Hold on, why is there a little golden puff there? Hold on. Okay. This doesn't help. I guess it